Happy Hump Day! Not this version, but more like this version, or even this version. Guys, Fallout Shelter's available on Android tomorrow, finally, and in celebration, this episode of Take My Money is chock full of badass survival gear to keep you going should the going get tough. I'm Trisha Hirschberger. Now load up on stim packs and raid away because we're headed to the hypothetical wasteland. First item to equip, a survival belt from Slide Belts. It's a belt that has a bottle opener and fire starter and striker built into the buckle, and the leather itself is waterproof and abrasion resistant with 2,000 pounds of strength. Usually survival gear looks pretty gnarly, but the survival belt is more fashionable than one might expect. Originally, the company talked about adding a slide-out multi-tool blade and even a GPS chip into the belt buckle, but for now, we'll just have to use it to pop open a Nuka-Cola and wait. Even with the belt equipped, we've got some tools we're still missing. But if we are lacking an E, we don't want a huge kit to carry around. Good thing there's this Altoid can survival kit from Etsy user Denny Custom Knives. He packs a rescue whistle, wire saw and wire, a braided fishing line, fish hooks and sinkers, tinder and a ferro rod, a button compass, a balloon to store water, 2 feet of tin foil, alcohol pads, band-aids, a mirror to signal with, safety pins, sewing needles, paper clips, and a can opener, all into an Altoids container. I have no idea how all that fits into an Altoids can, but it's awesome. But no amount of tools matter if we can't find food and water. If the water treatment facility in our shelter isn't up and running full force just yet, screw everybody else. Look out for numero uno and grab a life straw. It's cheap, portable, and can turn up to 264 gallons or 1,000 liters of dirty water into clean water. Just insert straw and sip. It uses hollow fiber tech, so there's no electricity or batteries needed, and it filters out 99.999% of bacteria, protozoa, and mud. Now, who's brave enough to sip their own pee out of one of these? Or if the Vault Diner just ain't cutting it, we have the appropriately named Stove in a Can. It's a can that acts as a stove for 4 to 6 hours of cook time per fuel cell, so roughly a week's worth of cooking. It's non-explosive with no shelf life, and it's tiny, so they can be stockpiled. They also say that it boils water in less than 5 minutes because it burns it up to 18,000 BTUs. Way hotter than other outdoor stoves without any chemicals, so ashes can be left anywhere. Neat. Okay, we've got the necessaries to survive the environmental threats, but what about raiders? Of course, there's the handy sawed-off shotgun, but we could easily run out of ammo. Instead, equip this foldable compact bow from Primal Gear Unlimited. It's a full 59-inch, 55-pound compact bow that can fold into a 23-inch, 1.5 by 1.5 rod that weighs less than 2.5 pounds. Now we just need Katniss and Legolas to exist in the same world, make a baby, and bestow upon us its offspring's archery skills, and we'll be unstoppable. Okay, it's that time where we see something so bizarre and expensive it falls into the next level. Today's next level offers protection from the outside world when an underground vault simply won't do or isn't an option. It looks like an oversized gobstopper, but this 4 feet in diameter survival pod can protect up to 4 people from being crushed or dropped up to 80 feet. Plus, it's waterproof, has GPS and solar panels built in, and comes with batteries, life jackets, a waterproof megaphone, an emergency food supply, and has lots of room for all our stim packs and raid away. I live in a fantasy world, but the life armor pods are real. Thanks, Japan. Is there something wrong with me that I want all of this stuff whether we're in a state of disaster or not? I'd be so prepared and primal. We've showed you some of the coolest survival gear out there, now it's your turn. If you've got a product on your wish list that you'd like to see featured on a future episode, leave a comment or tweet it to us using hashtag EscapistTMM. I'm Trisha Hirschberger, and try this in Fallout Shelter. Send all your elderly into the wasteland and make a kids-only colony. Creepy, but they can't die. Bye.